East Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth. And I'm about to start this show in the next 7 minutes. I was just checking the time and getting on, and I wanted to first to thank a couple of people. So I want to take this time out to thank first Marcus and Larry of Pier 34 in Goldsboro, North Carolina, 1206 North Berkeley Boulevard. If you want to go down and have the best shrimp you've ever tasted, go down there. They have one, I mean, man. And then actually Saturday night, I got the very last of the shrimp when I was there. So yo, come and check them out. And if you want to catch the show, a comedy show, it's the last Saturday of every month. So this one will be May 29th. So please come out and join us, and I'm sure you enjoy the music, you enjoy the comedy, and you enjoy the food. And like I said, thanks out to Tehran and Jessica. I'm gonna shout out to them now, and I should make sure I put them into the posting of thanking them for letting me take part in that with them, because they don't really have to need me. I'm not a comedian, but I'm enjoying myself, and it's so much fun. And also, shout out to all of my sons. All of my sons. Every last one of my sons came out and supported me on that night. And Lyric Blazer for coming to perform with me came from Fayetteville. We came in as a unit and we did our thing, and it was so much fun. You want to catch those performances, you can see them on YouTube. And it's Wine It. It's a song from my project Gen X Soul. I also did my song Royal, which is a new single I just released on 420 on Tuesday. So now what else did I want to bring it up to you? It's so many things. We got I don't want to start political things anymore. I think that we all should have our views on everything, and I'm not going to stop giving my view. And anyone who knows Reese and knows Reese Royal, that I'm not going to stop my views. But I think we need to be fair on a lot of different things. And this new case with Ma'Khia Bryant kind of causes that, where where everyone wants to jump to one side and realize we got to add a little bit more to this story and get everything together. And I hope that my Truth Squad comes today so that we can go over that all together. I think one's coming in now. Let me see. Yo, sir, how are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I was just sitting here having a little conversation. I was having it with Ruth on the Facebook page, just prepping everybody up for the show. Hold on, let me get you on the screen. You're on the screen, but let's get us on the screen together. Hold up, 1 second. Screen share. No, that's not that. Cancel that. It says it right here. You got you on the screen, but I want us both on the screen. So let me figure out how to do this. There we go. How you doing today, sir?
Tired, man. Tired.
I'm tired myself too. I was just giving an intro again. Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Roy, and we got over here, King Shy over there on the side over here with me. He made his way. I was telling him first about my show. I don't know if you didn't get to catch anything on Facebook. We haven't talked. I was gonna catch up with everybody today. My conversation with you is about the possum, but we're gonna first get on to like this weekend. Me doing the show out at Pier 34, and all my sons came out to support me. Man, it was so awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. I did my new song Royal. I did Wine It. And my son was so tipsy, he videotaped himself doing the performance of Royal and did not perform and not record me. And I had to go and post it on Facebook. I had to. So, did you get the topics today?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I'm glad you're here. I hope Queen comes in, y'all. Like I said, we got King Shy, and if I ain't got nothing, I got 30 plus years right here, so I'm good. I know we're gonna get some good dialogue on everything that I wanted to bring up today. I don't know. I mean, we'll let these people know now. If you're coming to watch our show, you can make it, because it's only gonna be 45 minutes from now. Unless we have a special guest, we'll make it to an hour. But normally from 7 to 7:45, we get on here and just chop it up on what's trending entertainment. And now catch us on our IG page and also on our YouTube channel, which will actually have all our shows. All the shows will be logged on, will actually be uploaded on there the week prior, the week after, I should say. And Also, the IG page is going to be just letting us show all of our views. You're going to actually, they don't know this yet, but we're going to do an intro so you get to know everybody on this show. And we're going to have that little intro on our IG page coming soon. Just a heads up there. Just a heads up. All right. Oh, and is this, who we got here? I'm about to start. The queen. Hey, look. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Can you talk?
I can talk better.
Okay. All right, well, people, like you see, I have my queen and my king here. King Shy, Queen Aisha. I wanted to check with King Shy about his possum and the babies were left by themselves. And I want to make sure that Queen Aisha still had her voice and she could come back with us. But I'm going to get the show started. And I was just telling man, we're going to do shows from now from 7 to 7:45. If we have a special guest, we'll last longer. But that's just enough time for us to chop it up and introduce our new IG page. And I introduce our new YouTube channel page. That's going to be all for just Raw Truth. It's Raw_Truth_radio. Okay, so I'm gonna get it started, and then we just I guess I'm gonna ask all those important questions when I get back on. Okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with The Royal Truth, featuring my beautiful co-host, Miss Aisha Anderson. So, as always, let's get to it. Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with The Royal Truth. And then, like I said in my intro there, we have the beautiful Miss Queen Aisha with us. And as well as we got my boy King Shy with us, hitting us down there from the Louisiana area. How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Everything is wonderful, brother.
Okay, because we were having a little, if you are watching us, if you came through claimyourthrone.org, you know that, you can watch us and go right on there on Facebook Live, our Facebook page, Royal Truth Entertainment, or you can just listen to us on Little Raleigh Radio. And if you were on Royal Truth, you actually know we were having a little dialogue beforehand. I love my Truth Squad. I mean, they don't realize I was looking forward to getting with them today and was hoping everybody was going to show up. And I said, I'm going to start the show by myself and to see if everybody pop up. And so now the catch up, you're going to all get to be part of, but always before I start my show. Our mission is to be informative with accurate knowledge, but never to direct, but only guide you towards the truth. Let's thank God for a life and the opportunity for us to come together. Love you, Linda B. And also, like I said, in this introduction into the Truth Squad. I say I'm calling it Truth Squad because they're the ones that keep me together. One has the bell, one has the eyes, and I will not do anything wrong as long as I have my team with me to make sure that we talk about things in a professional manner. And we're going to do that on this page, on our IG page, and our YouTube channel as well. But anyway, first, my lady queen, we missed her last week because she didn't have a voice, and now she has one. So, yeah, so we're not gonna let my voice take over. We're gonna let you just give. I'm gonna make sure I go queen, queen, whatever it is. It's gonna be your opinion because we need you, and I missed you so much. I mean, what happened? Tell me, what's going on?
I'm just out of the blue, and it got worse as days progressed. And when I went to the doctor, all of my test results were negative, but my tonsils was inflamed. So I don't know if it was allergies or whatever. It was terrible.
See, now you said did you say you got the vaccine? Did you say that or that?
I said that, of course we test you and make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. All that came out negative, so it was just my tonsils being inflamed.
Oh, okay. Because that's the announcement I had is that y'all, I got my first vaccination shot.
Oh my God, I missed everything. When did you decide to do that?
Well, I decided because of my mom. My mom kept on, and my boss, every day kept on asking, have you scheduled? Have you scheduled? Have you scheduled? And I just was like, well, not yet. I'm looking into it. I'll take care of it, and left it at that. Now, after I got the shot, then my son's first one said, "Well, you got the implant in you now. You know they got you whatever it was. I forgot what he said. You got I forgot." I said, "Son, come on now, come on. Don't get caught into that. Please don't get caught into that. I just don't. But no."
I've heard so many like therapy theories that they can track you. They put in something in the thing.
I mean, come on now. I think if anything, I mean, tracker, please. They're gonna track you. Gonna track you in your phone. Your phone is the first place they're gonna grab you. They're gonna grab you there.
You're already carrying around a tracking beacon right now.
Right. Exactly. So there's no logic in that. Now, Queen, I don't know if you know about this. This is the thing. I've been keeping up with y'all a lot better, and I'm doing it on purpose because I love you guys. You know, I actually look more forward to this each week as time is gone. And this is our 75th show. Now, Queen has been with me for a long time, so this is our 75th show. So it's a big thing. So keeping up, I knew I was waiting for you to this week. Other than us getting together about the Crown Experience and the Royal Thanksgiving, because I got to get all this information to you, that plaque, don't say nothing, King Shy, that plaque is getting to you this week, okay? We'll leave that be. But keeping up.
I just have to say, guys, that I leave Friday for my birthday vacation, so if it's not before Friday, King Shy, I promise I will get it next week when I come back.
I think he has a thing attached to a snail.
You know, I'm going to go straight from saying what I want to say and go into how's those possum babies over there in Louisiana. I saw you gave them some watermelon. You gave them a whole lot of nice treats, so they probably would never leave your side.
My backyard is Wild Kingdom, I promise you. Many times I'll go outside, there are possums, raccoons, there's been skunk, owls, hawks, all kinds of stuff seems to come to my backyard. But I was outside drinking coffee this morning, and I hear something rustling in the grass. I turn around and look back, and it's a baby possum. So I get it, put it in an aquarium. I call animal control. They come out, pick it up. By the time they leave, about 5 minutes later, another possum is walking across my yard. So it's coming to the second one.
That you picked it up.
Oh, no. Let me clarify. I did not touch that.
Okay.
I don't know what they got. I'm not. Like coronavirus is already.
Yeah.
Possum virus on top of that. But yeah, so had two in one day, and then the very next morning, I found another one.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just got a possum nursery in the backyard. That's all I can tell you.
Now the thing, I was going to ask you about that. Okay, so according to your message, you said that, okay, another one came. So were these little babies? That's my question. So they were babies. These were all little ones. They were none with larger ones. These are all babies.
I don't know. They were maybe 4 or 5 inches long at the body, just the body.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So babies.
That makes my mama so good.
Yeah, I think what happened is probably the mom got hit by a car or something, and the babies are just trying to find their way. So
he's such a great humanitarian. Look at him.
And I'll say this:
because I would not have been that calm.
even though I have a python here at my house that I could have fed them to, I didn't, and I'm proud of myself for not doing that. Even though it was so tempting, because that thing costs a lot to feed.
I don't even see. We're not gonna go in the fact that you have it. So we're gonna go past that point. You know. The funny thing, y'all remember I don't know if y'all when I was talking to you last week and said that I was gonna stop, giving the coronavirus report. They have stopped reporting it. They have stopped posting it. So it's like I didn't say that or plan that at first, but then turn around and that's exactly what they did. So now they're only giving. No, it didn't. It changed the report up to just giving you all the vaccination information, giving you who has had their first shot, who's had full shots, and the total numbers. So now that's all I can report is at this point here, we're at 42.2% of the first shot. So that much, which is 227.7 million people. And full shots is 28.5% of the population. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm part of that full shot, bro.
Oh, you are? All right. Well, I'm on the 42.2. I'm on that part. And I mean, in all honesty, when after the shot, I didn't feel anything, didn't feel any craziness. They made you sit there for 15 minutes. And what I did was I shot for cards. You know, it's Mother's Day cards was out there. I said, well, look, they make me sit in this alleyway. Let me just go look at Mother's Day cards and pick up some cards for my mom. So I just kept myself occupied for the 15 minutes, and it was not a big deal. I didn't feel different at all. I didn't feel crazy at all. Nothing.
Which one did you get?
I got a Moderna.
Oh, that's the one I got.
You did? Okay. My mom has Pfizer.
I had the fatigue afterwards, but nothing else.
I haven't had anything. My appetite went up. That's about it for me. I mean, everything. But I want to know, y'all. I mean, like I said, I love to have my Truth Squad with me. We're going to go into some what's trending. And already, what's beginning of the what's trending, I'm going to go ahead and, it's sad to have to report this every week. Something. We lost one at 50. We lost one at 51. And now we lost another old school rapper at the age of 57. I like this rapper a lot. Well, I like what he represents only because Shock G was all about fun and energy, and that's what I liked about him. But he also gave us Tupac, because if anyone doesn't know, he was a front man for them. So without him, we wouldn't have had Tupac. So let's take this shot to start the first show with the one big hit I think everybody knows when it comes to Digital Underground. And you got to get that Humpty Dance on. So in turn, we're going to start the show with that and then come back to what's trending. And of course, take the music off on the Facebook page so they will not try to block my shows anymore. And so we're going to make sure we don't do that. And come back. We'll have royalty when we come back. So now let's get a little bit of the Humpty Dance.
How's everybody? What's going on, brother? Everything's good.
What's up, bro?
Just getting off work.
You just getting off work?
Yeah. I told you, every show, that man is traveling during the show. Every single time.
Going and doing something. Yeah, even if he's walking through the house, he did the same thing. Right. He's doing something.
I tried to be on time, and if I don't leave the office, something will happen just like it just did. A guy stopped me on the way out the door. Hey, you work here? I was about to say no, but he saw me locking the door. And he started talking, asking questions, and I'm like, here we go.
Well,
now I'm 11 minutes late.
But you're here, and I mean, the one thing I kind of envisioned this already, that this was going to happen. I was telling them, I started the show early by myself for like 15 minutes, and I told them about the IG page. I told them about the YouTube page channel as well, which I'm starting for Royal Truth, and this being the essence and the core of it. We know other people to come be part of it, but this is the core of what bringing to the table. And with our queen, and bro, you know what you mean to me, Shy, and Queen, we've built our relationship in my time being here. But this is all the essence of, if you understand me, these two individuals are a big part of that. And now we're giving what we call a royal truth. Just our view, and it's not now. I have amazing. That's why I can't wait to get into these things and talking about them when we get back on the show, because I'm intrigued to see what y'all got to say about all the things I brought up, because it's been, this Ma'Khia Bryant, y'all. This is Ma'Khia Bryant. This story, I watched that thing 15 times. And after I saw the father kick the little girl, I saw what the man was embracing with. He just, unfortunately, when that arm was up, got a bad shot that I think just hit an artery that made the situation bad. But he needed to save that other girl's life. I mean, I don't know to see any other way of seeing. Me seeing it now. Queen, tell me, in your opinion, have you seen the footage from this, and what is your take?
You know what? I don't like to watch the videos that come out with these stories. I don't like to have that imagery in my head, so I did not watch the video.
Okay.
I've just been kind of just following as far as news reports and things that they're saying about the case, but I just can never, I never watched the George Floyd video. I just could never, like, bring myself up to even watch and be a witness to the murdering of these people despite the reasons.
Okay. So what you've read so far, you have read, are you aware of the time frame? Are you aware of the situation of there was 2 911 calls. I haven't heard yet to know exactly who made the calls, so I don't have any clarity of that yet.
I think they're still putting all the pieces together. Last time I heard, they were saying that she was the one who did the 911 call because she thought she was going to get jumped. And she was in fear of her life. And then now, other stories was coming out that she was the aggressor versus being the victim. I just feel like whatever the reason was, I'm just tired of cops being, when it comes to Black and brown people, the first thing they do is shoot to kill. Whatever the reason was,
Yeah.
I don't think that the death it's not a good enough reason where we have watched them arrest like Caucasian men and serial killers and
With knives.
They out being murdered. They feed them on the way to jail. Like, so many of this stuff can go different ways. So
Sure.
Why, when it comes to our people, we're getting murdered?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the one out of all the things I can try to, like, say, balance out the thought process. It was the excess of 4 shots. It was 4 shots and also he had only been on the force for a year, 2019, a year and a half at this as well. So he's not too well trained. So there are a few things that put all of this together. But the girl lunging out with knives and not paying attention to authority doesn't help the situation at all either. So
and my thing is, like, even in that case, could they not have shot her in the leg?
He did. He shot her in the leg and he shot her. I mean, but that's what I'm saying about 4 shots. I mean, what? I want to know where all these 4 shots left, but we'll get to more information. The show is coming back on. I want to go into that, of course, and the 3 counts of found guilty and a couple other things, as well as the also Elizabeth City situation. I hear they're stirring up really fast now because they refuse to release those body cams. So 1 second. Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Roy on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was the Humpty Dance by Digital Planet. Digital Planet. I need to play them because I love them. Digital Underground. I used to stop, bro. Don't use that. You gotta make big faces and all. And then I admitted my mistake there. Okay. All right. So, but yes, and the loss of Shock. Go ahead.
That's that Digital Planet.
It's cool like that, okay? It's cool like that.
I just want to point out one thing that a lot of people don't know about Shock G.
What's that?
If you listen to the album with Humpty Hump, Sex Packets, and all that, first and foremost, the interesting thing is when he first created the character of Humpty, people thought it was 2 separate people.
They did. I remember. Yeah.
For the longest time. And then the second thing is if you look at the credits, there are several different personalities that are also attributed to Shock G. If you listen to the CD and hear all the jazz music that's playing, that's him. He's Piano Man. He was a trained pianist.
I didn't know that.
But no one talks about that, right?
Now, we want to be fair on the show on the Royal Truth about that, since that was, like I said, our homage to him. The Humpty Dance. He did have like 2 other hits we could speak of, but the main one we all know, of course, is the Humpty Dance. What has been going on in his life? Because I really had not seen him. With all that talent, am I understanding that there were some drug issues in reference to him, that he was he having allegedly drug problems? Did you know?
I hadn't heard anything about that. From what I understood, that he went into producing after the group kind of disbanded.
Mm-hmm.
I know he produced something for Prince.
Oh wow.
And Tupac and several other artists as well.
All right. I'm gonna research that myself because I want to see if anything, outside of that. Because yeah, you're right. He was created for that two entities, and that was about it. And as we were going, y'all, on our break. Like I said, if you really want to get some good insight, you really will want to go to the Royal Truth Entertainment page and catch up on there on Mondays at 7 o'clock to watch and see the beautiful eyes of Miss Queen Aisha, and all the gray and Shy's beard, and then you can actually and you'll get to see all of us and see what we look like there. But I wanted to tell you about what you're talking about. I mean, I'm giving them facts. You know what I'm saying? We want to get into what we were talking about with Ma'Khia Bryant. I know everyone has heard about this story. We were discussing it off screen or offset or off station, about what happened, the dynamics of it. This is the quickest any body cam has ever come out ever. That's one thing that stands out about this story. The 16-year-old was yielding a knife at two young ladies. Her father kicked one of the young ladies, and the gentleman in those 5 seconds took a moment to let out 4 shots that deadly put the ending to Miss Ma'Khia Bryant's life. Now, it's a lot behind this story because I believe, to my understanding, her sister were in foster care in this home. She's not with her mother. Her mother is in the process of thinking that she wants to sue, but I have issues there, y'all. I'm gonna be real. You don't even have custody of your child. I don't think you need to be. Don't come out here and play this role. I have a heart. I'm getting better with understanding that we got to put our hearts up here first, even though a lot of people may not deserve it, up first, and then give them and then pull a little bit back. Meaning, some people need that love right now, even if they really acting like they don't deserve it. Need it because it might can take them out of what they're in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying with Ma'Khia may have issues. She had to have had some. So we know this. We are not going to find a declare this, and this girl's life is ended too soon. But on my part with it, like I said, Queen, you did not watch the video, but if you watch the video, this man gets out, and before he can react, she lunges at one girl. And as she lunges at that girl, her father kicks that girl, and she focuses on another girl, and that's how quick it happened. And again, I agree with you to saying this is the thing. I researched him. This gentleman's only been in the force since 2019. He's new to the force, new to this area, new to understanding situations. And I think he did panic, and he did, he ended up giving a fatal shot. But that fatal shot saved someone else's life as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where their jobs, I feel, are kind of hard to explain. Now, that was the conversation, me and Queen had offset. Now, King Shy, did you have anything you can further that you may know about this case, or another way to look at this?
Well, I don't have any additional facts or anything. Basically, the same things that you said are things that I've seen and read myself. But I think that this particular situation, if we could take it out of this particular space and time and transplant it to a different space and time, I think we would all see it somewhat differently. And what I mean by that is this. Yes, we know that cops when they arrive on the scene and dealing with black and brown people, their aggression level is high.
Yes.
The weapons come out quicker.
Yes.
The way that they deal with us is far more
aggressive,
just brash and disrespectful. I do understand that, and I'm not going to deny that. But I have to say, looking at that little snippet of video, and I know I didn't see the entire thing, but The snippet of video that I saw gave me a couple thoughts. One, if you were safe enough to call the police, why didn't you stay where you were safe? Wherever that, if she called from inside the house or in the car or whatever, stay there until the cops come. Don't get out and try to handle the situation because, as you see, she may have truly been the victim. But when the cops run up and you're looking as like
indignant,
you're the aggressor, they're going to treat you in that manner. And I hate that this happened to her, but looking at that situation, that was chaos.
Yes.
That was chaos. And he had several people going at each other simultaneously. He's the only one on the scene, and he made a snap judgment. I wish he had pulled for the taser. I really do. Can I particularly fault him for drawing the gun? No. Do I like the fact that police are trained to shoot for center mass always? No. I think they should be able to shoot to wound to stop the assailant.
I agree.
That's not the way police are trained in this country, unfortunately. So him pulling that weapon and firing, I knew as soon as I saw him draw it that it was going to end badly.
Well, there's a reason for not being trained to shoot lower extremities, and we're always trained to shoot center mass. And I'm not protecting her by any means, but you could very well miss.
Yeah.
The center extremities don't move as much as your legs do or your arm. So
that's what I heard.
I get it, but and this one right here. It's a really, really tough one because like you said, somebody else's life was in danger as well.
Right. So, she wasn't just reeling at him.
The cop didn't realize who was the caller at that particular moment. He couldn't tell. Right.
He couldn't tell. He didn't know. We still, to my understanding, I heard someone say it was her, but from the clarity when I heard the call, it was kind of hard to tell because there was a lot of yelling in the background, and you couldn't tell who somebody saying something to that person. We found out later what I read was they were fussing about the house not being clean, and some argument came off of that started it to rile up. But like I told you when I watched the tape, what happened? Well, my problem was she didn't get irate until the police officer got out the car. Once he got out the car, then that's when she charged. They were all just standing there. And then suddenly, as soon as he got out of the car and asked a question, she charges at the girl. Then the father kicks at the girl, which I thought was just totally disrespectful. He kicks at the girl, so she says, okay, daddy got her. So she focuses on the other girl, as if there's not a policeman standing right there with a gun. This is where I understand, we want that, but we want protection too, and looking at what position you may have been out there, to want that service. And unfortunately, I think, I'm not an expert or whatever, but I feel like when I saw the way her hand was up, he must have hit that artery, because all that blood that was under her, he had to have hit that artery under the arm, and she just bled out. I mean, it was a unexpected shot.
The timing of this whole situation was just all wrong.
Beyond
because of everything else that's going on.
Well, the one already in Minnesota as well. Was that? No, well, I forgot. Where is she at? I forgot. She's in Ohio. She's in Ohio. No, she's in Minnesota as well, right? I can't hear you, Queen. Your phone is on mute, I think.
I thought she was in Ohio.
I wasn't sure. Now, there was another person in Minnesota, the 13-year-old, Eric Labido, I think. And then we also have the other story, which I guess, carry all these into one story. We go ahead and speak of the gentleman, I think it's Freeman, the gentleman in Elizabeth City, who was being served a search warrant, and his life was taken. And they went today to actually watch the body cam, and for some reason they told them it's not ready yet because to keep security of certain facts with the case, they need to redact certain things, and so unfortunately they don't have the tape ready for them to watch it yet. Now that
hey, erase some stuff, you know that.
I mean, in all honesty, you gotta explain why a man who gets killed because you're serving a search warrant, and I'm understanding he was in his car. If he's in his car and I'm just lost. I need some information. This one is not clear at all to even make any kind of judgment call other than this man is dead. And also, if you didn't know, the officer is black. So that is where I just want to know clearly. And I've been trying to tell everyone I have conversations with this case, and I've done it with each one of them. And I want to ask y'all that same thing. If we take the Ma'Khia Bryant case, and we take this also Mr. Freeman and Elizabeth City case, and let's take color out of everything. Just say police officer and a pedestrian of some sort here. And this situation, this female and this officer, this male and this officer, and look at the situation in that light without color. I think we need to start doing that a little bit more with them. This is where I'm giving a fair deal to law enforcement, because we're continuously every single time putting color in it. And I know it's hard not to, but these situations make me realize I got to do that. I really got to do that. Take color out of it. Take, regardless of what the color of the officer who killed, with allegedly as killed Miss Ma'Khia Bryant, and also Mr. Freeman, who's a black artist, black police officer. It's something we got to look at and saying these people still have a job to do. They still have a responsibility to protect and serve. So we shouldn't take everything away from them, in that aspect. Now,
I think,
go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
even taking color out of it, I still think that we're left with the one consistent factor, which is the aggression of the police. Like, you look at the young man who was shot because she grabbed her taser. At that particular moment, he was jumping back in the car to flee, not to shoot. The young man, Freeman, who was shot and killed, he was also fleeing the police.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that there has to be a delineation of when are we aggressive, and then you pull your gun. That's one thing. But if we're fleeing, chase us. I mean, that's part of your job too, right?
Yeah. Now you got a good point of what came right out after the Ma'Khia Bryant case. They showed a lot of videos I didn't know about of police having almost getting stabbed by the police, and they did everything in their power to get that knife out of their hands and did not hurt these individuals in any form of fashion. Now,
Exactly.
that's the part we can't forget, that yes, I mean, and I'm not trying to start staring all situations, but we know that white privilege exists and existing of all. And that's why I want y'all to watch that YouTube thing, Whitewash, I told you about, that was crazy about this lady knows she can speed every day and knows she can get out of that ticket just because she's white. And she said it. She knows it's the case. She said, because as soon as she showed the information, she said, okay, all right, I'm gonna let you slide this time. I'm gonna let you slide this time, because it's it's just that privilege within itself. But that's funny. I didn't purposely do it like this, but I'm gonna lead into this. Y'all, we go. I want to talk about this, I guess, before I play any more music. Guilty on all three counts. What I gotta say? Guilty on all three counts. I am. That's, to my understanding, in history, the very first time this has ever happened. That a police officer was found guilty of all counts. I don't think that's supposed to have ever actually happened. I think, if y'all want to watch something, has anyone sat there and watched that about 4 or 5 times when they were reading off the results, and that face go.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
I mean, but do you think it happened because they didn't want any more riots?
Yeah,
You think?
I agree.
But then the jury, you will say the jury did that then, because the jury are the final decision makers in this whole thing. But they came back quick, y'all. Think about it. They came back quick. 11 hours.
Honestly, I think it was indefensible. They had no case. I mean, there is no situation in the history of policing that could justify kneeling on someone's neck for that long.
Can I talk about Nelson now? Can I talk about Nelson? That's the lawyer for Chauvin. Can I talk about him now? Now,
Please.
he lives in a hypothetical world. He lives in Alice in the Wonderland world, because everything is everything but what was, okay? Everything is everything other than those 9 minutes. He wanted that fentanyl. He wanted every other situation. to be the most important factor. And no matter how many people came up and said no, he was determined. I said, well, okay, well, just take this out of the equation. And I'm trying, why are we taking this out of the equation now? I'm trying to understand what was his purpose. This man, he was amazing. He was amazing. Reaching. He was always, that was his issue, but I give credit, and I would never forget his name, Lawyer Blackwell. Blackwell, you know, when he said umpteen, when he brought a little blackness in there, and I heard that umpteen times. Umpteen times. I was like, okay, then I heard that by my mama back in the day, said umpteen. No, it's umpteen, not even a word, but please, Queen, please, we can hear your voice. You got it back.
Umpteen is not a word?
Umpteen.
Turn your mic off.
Queen, can't hear you.
Turn your mic.
Sorry. You know, we had a trial based on for a man that the whole world watched. He murdered somebody, but we still had to have a trial, even though it was clear as day. This is what happened. It was no mistake. It was no us thinking like the other case that we talked about. He could have been aggressive. There was no other possibility.
Not at all.
We still had to have a trial.
Now that's our justice system. But this is the one thing about this case is you had a videotape of the whole entire thing. So no matter what lines you want to use, I mean,
Right.
you know, he was knuckling up. This man was trying to breathe. You're sitting here squeezing his hand. And that's the thing about it. Everything they would show, I'm like, is this supposed to be helping Nelson or this hurting him? Because I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm looking at what he's showing me. And I'm not getting the logic. He was, boy, if that man did not reach for some stars. And I was just sitting there like wishing, you know, but I will admit, even though I felt he was reaching, I did not think this was going to come out like this. I was so stunned.
I agree.
I was,
So we watched it. We knew what happened. We knew what should have been the outcome. But in America in these days, it was still uncertain.
very, very
And
uncertain.
that's sad.
Yeah. Now I don't like the thing I don't like is if y'all heard about the Blakely, the way he's established is that even though the jury has given him his sentence, the call, the judge is going to do the sentencing. So that's what he asked. So he asked for the judge to step in there. And that judge showed me a little bit when he was talking about Waters, Representative Waters. So he showed me a little bit of something that makes me wonder is if this man can get a top of, I think, 75 years, if I'm not mistaken, is the max of what he can receive. So I'm intrigued in 8 weeks from now what actually happens. You know, what's the ending factor, what this man gets. So it's not over, but it's over. I mean, that was something that I think my brother's right. They boarded up everything 2 days prior. So they were preparing themselves for the situation. Y'all, we're going to take a quick break because we really got into that what's trending. And unfortunately, what was trending was trials and shootings of black people. But hey, I guess as soon as you take us out of the news, I have something else to talk about. And this point here, we're going to come back with some entertainment news. But I get to share with you, again, I want to thank Marcus and Larry at Pier 34 for allowing me to perform last night. Saturday night, we had a great time. All my sons were there. Tipsy as I don't know what, but all my sons were there. And Lyric Blazer, he performed. And my new song, which is about this actual social conscience that I'm talking about, Royal. This is the first time I debuted on my show, The Royal Truth, the song Royal with Lyric Blazer, and then we'll come back with a little bit of entertainment, okay?
What song is this?
This is Royal.
Okay. I was like, I know this song. What is the song? I know this song.
It's playing kind of funny though. I think something wrong with that thing. But anyway, back to you all. Because it's playing funny, so I'm let it play over there. Well, Oscar night. Oscar night. Did anybody watch it? I did not. That's the first time for me. I didn't watch it. You didn't watch it either? Also,
I didn't watch it, but I checked out some of the highlights.
well, I read information, and the first I didn't get her names. If you can look it up for me, Shy, the two ladies who won the first black women to win for hair and makeup for Ma Rainey. They were the first black women to ever win for that. Ma Rainey racked up big time, and got all
really?
yes.
All I saw was her dressed in that purple dress for her tribute to Prince. That's about it.
Oh, to her.
Her, yeah.
Now, and her winning a Grammy for her "Fire for You," she won it for that as well. So give a shout out to her as well on that part.
How do you, so her name is Her? That's how you pronounce it?
I think it's her stage name.
It is her stage name, but I think we just need to say H-E-R.
Yeah.
It's like I can't ever figure that out. Like, is it H-E-R, Her?
I think it's really H-E-R because it's a period in between, but everybody just say her.
Her Imperial Royalty. Gotta make it up something.
And I'm kind of driving with my phone low, bro, because I'm in DC.
You in
Oh, yeah,
DC?
y'all won't get the ticket.
I ain't supposed to be on the phone.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, hell.
In DC, you're not supposed to be on your phone at all.
No, because they think you're texting.
Okay.
I got the names.
What's
Mia Neal and Jamaica Wilson.
Mia and Jamaica Wilson? Okay, and they won for Ma Rainey, from hair and makeup, and Ma Rainey won for two other things as well. If I'm not mistaken. Give us a such about.
That's right.
Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was Royal, which I have to play for you again. I'm not sure why it was acting kind of funny there, but we're back because we were just doing a little talking about the Oscars, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that first, and then get back into some more good music on that. That's from that, which is a song that I really want to give mad props to because she deserves it. That's why you said she deserves it. Her is really doing her thing right now, y'all. Her is really doing her thing. She is now a Oscar winner for her song "Fight for You." I think it's well deserved. She's a true talent. I didn't know how long she'd been in this game. She's been in this game for a while, y'all. I didn't even know that, but shout out to Miss Her for her Grammy win, as well as Daniel for Judas and the Black Messiah. His win as Best Supporting Actor. And let me try to remember. Yeah, and then he said, my mom and my dad had sex and I'm here. And then his mom said, what did it? His mom was just thrown like, what are you talking about, son? I mean, she wasn't ready. It was crazy. It was crazy. Now we want to speak on, of course, this is not shade, but it's just, like I said, Ma Rainey won several awards. We just mentioned that. Don't keep the bell down. We good. And I'm not gonna be bad. Daniel did what he did. Her did what she did. Now snubs though. Chadwick did not win. Anthony Hopkins won. A lot of people were upset.
I gotta talk about that.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, I actually watched the movie that Anthony Hopkins won for. It's called The Father.
Okay.
It's basically a story about a man who is trying to process rapid memory loss. He's like has a dementia or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in all honesty, I mean, it was Anthony Hopkins being Anthony Hopkins. There was nothing any better about this particular performance than any of his other performances.
Okay.
So I don't see why, after something like 57 films, this one is the Oscar winner. It wasn't anything special about it.
I didn't check this before I got on here, but didn't he already win an Oscar?
Silence of the Lambs.
Right. Okay. Okay. So then that makes me even more upset. Okay. I thought he didn't have one, but since he has one, I don't see the purpose in The Father because it didn't stick out. I love Anthony Hopkins. I'm not going to even front like that. I do. But when I saw the lineup of individuals, you know, I was kind of shocked that Anthony got it because that movie has not. I've been, I read all the time and nothing said, "Oh, you got to watch The Father." The Father is this. No, Norman Land, the one that won for Best Picture. Yes, I've seen it everywhere. Everyone's saying you need to watch it. It's a great movie, and I'm gonna watch it. The Father wasn't. So yeah, I agree with you. That was very, controversial.
Are you really shocked though? Are you really shocked?
I am. I am.
I actually thought it was going to be a close race between Riz Ahmed, this movie called The Sound of Metal,
Yeah.
about this guy who's losing his hearing and he's a musician. I've heard excellent things about that. That was supposed to be really good.
What color is he in that movie?
But that guy's actually.
We can't get too many Oscars
You're right.
without taking it back to where it starts.
Now you want to go there? The other snub, what I was going to speak on, is Audrey Day and Viola Davis, and I forgot who's the person who won because I don't even know the movie that she won for.
Nomadland.
She won the best. Okay, so the best actress went to that person. Okay, well, they might battle that out. Now, Viola. Now, in your opinion, now let's have our own little Black Oscars right now. If you had to pick between Viola Davis for Ma Rainey and Miss Audrey Day for Billie Holiday, who you think would deserve the Oscar there?
Ma Rainey.
You get a Viola. You give it a Viola.
Viola did. She did that.
Yes. Snot nose got it.
That's what thing that got me. I said, please don't make her cry because she cries. Her nose is gonna run. Please don't make her cry. Please don't make her cry because it runs every time. It make me wonder why does her nose always run when she cries. I'm gonna go with the same thing. I'm gonna say Viola because a lot of times when I watch Billie Holiday's Audrey Day and Billie Holiday, she reminded me of Whitney Houston. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just keep it out there for you. Her voice reminded me so much of Whitney Houston's voice, an addict's voice. She reminded me more of Whitney than she reminded me of Billie Holiday. Even though when she sang, she sounded just like Billie Holiday. But as far as when she would talk, she reminded me of Whitney Houston. So for me, I wasn't as taken by her as everybody was in the movie. I think she did a good job for her first acting gig for real. But I wasn't as taken. But Ma Rainey, my brother's right. I mean, I went and researched Ma Rainey.
It was just so believable.
Yeah. Yes.
She was so gritty.
Yes.
It was perfect for Ma Rainey.
And that makeup, that's what gets me too, y'all. That makeup won for best makeup at the Oscars. Now Ma Rainey, I mean,
It was ugly hell.
ooh, wow. But that's the makeup they had for us back then, though. It was so that was on point as far as makeup. Yeah, because it was, to me it was kind of funny how it looked a sight, but then when I went back and researched it, that's how the makeup was. That's what choice they had as far as that makeup and that bodysuit.
Screenshot of the real Molly and Viola in makeup, and it was identical.
It was. And then also again that takes me back to chat with again. Anthony is giving me so many nice parts, but then Chadwick gave us two. He gave us Ma Rainey and the Five Bloods. And so an untimely death, but he did leave with the work that gave justice to what he should have deserved. And But I think that's what they did. You're right. I think they used Anthony as one that, okay, they won't get too mad. They love Anthony too, so they might not get too upset about that. Y'all, we're going to take a real quick break again because I was giving so much music and we've been doing so much talking. But I'm going to take this real quick break to give you the song that won an Oscar last night. Her has now about to become an EGOT herself because I believe she has the Grammy. And now she has the Oscar. I don't think she got her Tony or her Tony yet, but the girl writing for everybody, so it's probably a good chance she'll get one of those too. But her and Fight for You from the Judas and the Black Messiah. All right.
No, I thought so. Yeah, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom also won for Best Costume Design.
Yes. And that's what I had to say before I got off there. Yo, you know Violet got a nice body. Okay? Violet has a nice body. And I believed that she had gained the girth and it looked like the shape and everything. It didn't look fake. It looked real.
It actually shook when she danced.
It looked real. Her belly and everything looked real. It looked like her shape and everything. I mean, I got to give it to Viola. She did her thing there. She did her thing. So I like Audrey Day. I love Audrey Day, but I got to give it to Viola. Viola, she did that. She did that. Now, y'all, the Daniel won. The other guy, Lakeith, the guy who played in the Judas and the Black Messiah, he played the McNeil guy. He's the guy who played as the snitch. I guess I hate to use that word, but he played the snitch. Now he came out looking a hot mess. Dyed his hair blonde, looking like he was about to get on stage and perform and sing something. He looked but yet, it's been a lot of mix. I said, personally, I think he gave himself some trouble because I think Charlemagne the God is going to eat him up for this outfit. But he wanted to stand down. I guess he really thought he had an opportunity. I don't think he would have against Leslie. What's his name? Leslie Odom Jr., the one who played Sam Cooke in the One Day in Miami. Have y'all seen that yet? One Day in Miami. Have you seen it? Now, I know, bro, she ain't seen it.
One Night. Have you seen One Night in Miami?
She had does. No, she's seen a couple of nights in South Carolina, but she ain't seen nothing no one in Miami. Okay. So
I'm gonna do better in 2022.
please. Okay, now before we get back to this show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier has ended.
Now I did try to watch that. I
got one left.
Bruh, yeah, don't let's. Well, you know what? I gotta go anyway because I just moved. I don't have cable yet, and I don't have my TV hooked up yet.
You got a laptop, don't you?
I'm not watching it on my phone. That's
why?
I'm not watching it on my phone or my laptop. I need my surround sound.
Put your earplugs in, and then you can make sure the sound is going all through your head. I don't understand. And so you have not seen the last episode either. You or Ashai have not seen the last episode?
No, I have not. I was supposed to watch it this weekend, but I had something very major come up this weekend, which I want to tell you about later.
You know what I was doing.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, and getting everybody, Queen got her voice back. He saves the possums, and my brother gets his place. So everybody is situated. I felt the good news for everybody. Yeah,
a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Wow.
A lot going on.
It was a jumpsuit.
What?
Lakeith Stanfield had on a jumpsuit.
Yes, I said yes. That's what I'm saying, yo. I'm coming back. Hold up.
Butterfly collar.
Hey, kings and queens, this is Reese Royal on Little Raleigh Radio with the Royal Truth, and that was the Oscar-winning song "Fight for You" by Her. It's from the Judas and the Black Messiah. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's worth your time because Daniel took home his Oscar for that performance of Mr. Fred Hampton in this movie, and that's why we had to take a moment out to give you that song. And I did a little research survey while y'all were gone with my Truth Squad to find out exactly who was ready for any rest of this conversation we're going to have. So this show would just be a 45-minute, well, it's going to be an hour one. I'm going to let everybody leave in the next 8 minutes because there's nothing else that they can talk with me about because my team did not watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier's last episode. And
I did watch a couple of the first episodes, but I'm going to go back and
so you saw pieces of the last episode too, or you saw pieces of the other episodes? Oh God. Okay. Now and then. Okay, and then I'm sure if they all telling me this, and my brother and Royal T already told me too. So let's go say Mortal Kombat. Anybody see that? Okay, y'all, good people. Now the next step we go down. I guess I will go into a little entertainment news and no overviews because I overviewed this by myself. You could I saw Mortal Kombat.
This time you want to do the overview for Mortal Kombat, it doesn't matter because I never got into the game, so I'm not going to watch it at all.
And see, now I just watched because they said this is going to be a whole lot better than the mess they made in 1995, and I wanted to see if it was. That's all. Don't you gonna put? I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not gonna say nothing about it.
Say it. I don't care.
No, Shot. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not gonna say anything about it at all. When everybody can come on the show and say, "Hey, I saw Mortal Kombat. What do you think?" And then I'm gonna say what I have to say about it. But I'm gonna say nothing about Mortal Kombat.
Everybody, because I probably will never watch it.
Well, see.
I will watch it tomorrow.
Okay, then you and I will talk, and we'll do something about that because since I have. No. I mean, honestly, be honest with you, you don't want me to talk about it. I'm just gonna say we'll all talk about it. If we do talk about it, we'll talk about it later. I wanted to say, all us, if you're not listening to us now, we do have, like I said, we have our IG page and our Facebook page now. So please come in. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put them all on the spot now. We're gonna do a little intro of each one of our wonderful Truth Squad on there, and each one will have their own little posting of just a little bit about King Shy, Queen Aisha, Royal T, and Reese Royal. And so you can go follow us on our own IGs, but just to focus on just knowing who we are on this show and what we're bringing as far as our dollar. Meaning, let us separate our lives from what we're doing here. We're just giving honest opinion because I feel everyone here is viable in what they say. Queen, I know she is because she's dealing with mental health. She's raising 3 kids. She's handling her business as a black woman with the business and with a great heart ever since I've known her. And I can speak for months on aspects on King Shine Royal T and what I know these men who they are as we are black men who are trying to live past the stereotypes and do what we can do for our families as well as for the people we love. And then I can say that for every last one of them as well. So that's something we're going to look for. You get to see on the Raw_Truth_Raleigh IG page, as well as seeing all of the shows being posted week after on the Royal Truth channel, the Royal Truth YouTube channel. Mortal Kombat, putting that to the side. Falcon Winter Soldier, putting that to the side. And then we touched Oscars. This is just news because I thought it was funny, and we don't care. I mean, I don't even care. I'm being real right now, but I'm going to mention it because it's on the entertainment news. And that's 6ix9ine had his first show since he's been out of prison, but had to cut it short because one of the fans snatched his chain right off his neck while he was up there.
Before you finish that, I have to go bye-bye.
Okay. Love you. We'll talk.
Everybody who's listening.
Yeah, okay, we're about to end it as well, but that's what we're going to leave with the Queen. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna say bye with the Queen there as well because I'm gonna give you our bad song because we are extending over and we're at last 3 minutes. So we can let Queen. I don't mind because, like I said, y'all can't talk about anything I want to talk about anyway. So we can end the show here with this. I'm gonna put a good song ready for, and you let them hear your beautiful voice sing our goodbye mantra.
Okay, guys. Before I start, y'all will not see my face next Monday because it's my 40th birthday, and I will be away next Monday. So, in honor of my birthday, this is next Monday. So, words of the week, blessing. The last thing. Let's continue to walk in my blessing. God do not let everybody steal our joy. Not let everybody take away our life. Just thank you that we're and alive and today. So that is one of my birthday coming up. So if nobody love you, the Royal Truth team love you. Until next week, guys, stay tuned.
And we're gonna leave on those notes because I want y'all to hear her beautiful voice. And since no one watched the show, I'm gonna end the show with a song that the whole Falcon Winter Soldier show ends with. This song is amazing. I'm gonna perform this song somewhere because this guy, Curtis Harding, I'm your fan. The song is called On and On, and it's the last song you hear at the end of the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. It's amazing. Please pay attention to it. And like Queen said, we all love you, and we'll be back next week. We'll represent for her, and we'll wait for her to come on back. So you want to say your goodbyes, King Shy and Mr. Royal? Can we all leave out together?
Yes, sir. My only thought to everyone is be good to yourself and be good to each other. We're all we got.
Yes, y'all. On and on, Curtis Royalty, bro. Are you? I don't see but a piece of cheek. So I'm gonna say. Hey, well, I'm gonna say goodbye for me and the Royalty, and we'll end this show with, like I said, On and On by Curtis Harding. You all be safe, peace and love.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, baby, love you.